What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against Blake. And before we get into today's match, before we get any further, just want to remind you guys of our like goal for this video, which is 70 likes. I bumped it up a couple of videos ago. I don't even remember when it was. Sometime between when I got back from vacation and now, I guess, to be more specific. Not that that matters, so if we can meet that goal, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Want to thank you guys again for your support, as always. Now, today we have a UU match. So, excuse me. Man, that allergy thing is still, bothering me. Every time I try to, I don't know, talk a little bit louder than normal, my voice just, dies on me. So you're going to have to be a little bit patient with me, or not. Anything is fine, I guess. He has a really cool team. He's bringing the Feraligatr, Tyrantrum, Ursaring, Cradily, Arcanine, and Banette, which is probably going to be Mega. So very, very, very cool team. On my side, I'm bringing Reuniclus, Mega Aerodactyl, Choice Spec, Seviper, my Donphan, which is going to be my spinner, physically defensive, really kind of a standard set. Assault Vest, Flareon, you guys have seen that 100 times now, I've just been bringing it all the time. And then my Galvantula as well. So looking at his team, he has no immunities to electricity. He also has no immunities to ground. So I'm in good shape with that kind of stuff. Also doesn't look like he has a spinner or defogger. So getting rocks up will be nice. Now I'm trying to think of what I want to start off with here. I'm thinking that Galvantula is going to be a decent bet for me. I'm thinking that. I am thinking that. I don't think he's going to have any Focus Sashes, judging by this team. The only Focus Sash user I can really see is the Tyrantrum if he wants to have it be like a Stealth Rocking Suicide Lead-ish type of set. So what we're going to do is we're going to lead off with the Galvantula. I know that's very predictable, very standard-ish, but that's just what we're doing. That is just what we are doing. So I am running Life Orb on my Galvantula and not Focus Sash because everybody runs Focus Sash. It's nice to change things up a little bit, and actually Galvantula is a pretty decent attacker, especially with that Life Orb equipped. So he's going to start off with the Tyrantrum, and I don't know if it's a good idea to set up Sticky Web here because I'm not protected by the Focus Sash. He can very easily basically just kill me here. So I think my best bet might be to switch out, and by switch out I mean Volt Switch out. And what would I go into? I guess I can go out into my Donphan, because there's not a whole lot you can do to me other than Ice Fang, so I'm really not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and Volt Switch out. And obviously we're going to outspeed because Tyrantrum is pretty darn slow. He actually doesn't take that too well for a resisted hit. It does a good 20%, something like that. Now he could Dragon Dance, start setting up on me. He could set up Rocks, that's also a possibility. But I'm going to go into my Donphan nonetheless. If he wants to hit me with the Stone Edge, then I'm going to resist that. So he is going to just set up a Dragon Dance. That is fine by me. Pretty sure he can't even come close to KOing me, even at +1 with an Ice Fang. I know he gets the Strong Jaw boost. I also am packing the Sturdy for this very reason. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and give him an EQ because he has nothing immune to that. He's going to stay in and Ice Fang me. And actually, that does a lot. Is that a crit? That's not a crit. Wow, okay. Well, it's a good thing that I went for the EQ here, because I was thinking about maybe, setting up Rocks. But my goodness, that did so much damage. That did so much damage. Tyrantrum is nothing to mess around with. Sheesh. So we get a little bit of Lefty's recovery, which is great. And he can pretty much come in here with anything to KO me. I'm thinking the Feraligatr is going to come out now because he can Aqua Jet and all of that good stuff. I don't see any reason for him to not do that at this point. With the Tyrantrum out of the way, though, I can come in with Galvantula again and possibly set up a Stealth Rock type deal. He's going to come in with the Cradily here. So this is a good time for me to set up Rocks. It's going to hurt that Arcanine coming in, so I kind of want that. So we're going to just go ahead and do that right now. If he wants to set up his own Rocks, I can Rapid Spin them away the next turn. He's not going to do that. He's going to show off the Energy Ball. So, Special Cradily. I mean, Cradily can go either way, I guess. It has access to Swords Dance if you really wanted to go that way. Mine, I think, has Giga Drain. So, it's got some decent options. Decent options. We're still dealing with a Rock type here, so bringing in the Galvantula might not be the best idea. But judging by the fact that this thing is a special attacker, I feel like it's good setup fodder for my Plasmaaaa to come in, and Plasmaaaa is going to be my Reuniclus. I'm sorry, I didn't even pronounce that right. Plasmaaaa. Duh. So let's go ahead and set up a Calm Mind, see what he wants to do. He might Giga Drain me, I don't know. He's going to Toxic me, that's fine because I am Magic Guard, not Regenerator. So that just, yeah, I'm just going to absorb that very nicely. So that was a wasted turn for him, I guess you could say. I guess you could say that. I'm going to go ahead and set up another Calm Mind after this, I think. I think I want to do that. Is that a little bit greedy, though? Is that greedy? I feel like it is. But we're going to do it anyway. We might be getting a little bit greedy here. He's going to go for the Infestation, which is actually a pretty good combination with the Toxic, but I don't know that he noticed that I didn't take damage from the Toxic there. He might just be phasing out on the whole Magic Guard thing, which is possible. I've done very similar things. I phase out on things all the time. I missed the Lumberry a couple of videos ago. It's kind of ridiculous. But it happens. So, with the Infestation and the recovery from lefties, it looks like I'm back up to full health here. So, I'm free to hit him with a Focus Blast. He might switch out here, I don't know. Not entirely positive. Sorry, my voice just, every time, like, I don't know. I want to get rid of these allergies right now, pronto. Because my voice will just go out, like, in the middle of words, like it just did, and just makes it all awkward. Anyway, he's thinking about his move here. It might be in his best interest to switch out. He's going to try to Energy Ball me. I don't think that's going to do too much. No, that does absolutely nothing whatsoever. Focus Blast actually connects for once, and that's going to be super effective. That's also going to be a dead Cradily. So that Cradily is out of here, which is great, because it's very possible that it was carrying the Recover as well. So Infestation, Toxic, Recover, Energy Ball, I guess, would be the moveset. Yeah, I think that Giga Drain might be a little bit better on that set. I don't know. But you have the recovery with just Recover, so there's that. Now, this is going to put me in a little bit of a predicament here, because he can very easily, outspeed me and Destiny Bond, and then when I kill him, I'm in trouble. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Is it worth trying to Psyshock this thing? Because it should kill it at +2. Banette's defenses really aren't that great at all. They really aren't. But, I mean, I know he's also not going to get his Prankster ability this turn because he has to Mega Evolve first. But he's still going to outspeed because Reuniclus is slow as balls. But you know what? I would rather have this thing out of the way. Looking at the rest of his team, that'll still give me a 2 Pokemon advantage. And really the only thing that's scaring me on this team is going to be the Feraligatr. If I can get Galvantula in and set up a Sticky Web before it comes in, that would really help my cause a lot. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I have a 1 Pokemon lead right now, so if we both go down, I'll still have a 1 Pokemon lead. But that is a risk that I would like to take at this point. Let's go ahead and go for the Psyshock. He's going to Mega Evolve. He could try to, Shadow Sneak me for damage, but I feel like his best play is the Destiny Bond, because he's most likely just going to die to this. He's going to go for the Knockoff. That's also a good play. That's going to do a lot of damage, and it does. And I am a physically defensive Reuniclus, by the way, fully invested in HP and defense, and he barely survives. How did that happen? Wow, okay. Alright, I'm going to try to recover here. We'll see what happens. He's going to go for the knockoff again. The power's not going to be boosted. And I'm going to barely survive with 10 HP. Plasmaaaa coming through. There's the recover. Again, we're not taking the toxic damage because of that Magic Guard. I'm going to go for another recover here to try to get myself back up to full health. Really hoping he's not carrying the Destiny Bond. He hasn't showed it yet. Is that a crit? No, it's not. So we're recovering more HP than he's dealing to us, but not by a whole lot. I know he's going to get the crit coming up here soon, so I might as well just kill him off with a Psyshock and, you know, just take the damage before he does crit me and my life ends. So there's the knockoff. Doesn't do too much. Like I said, with our item knocked off, it doesn't get the boost anymore, so you only get the boost once. Down goes the Banette. Was that a critical hit? Of course now it's a critical hit. Or I may have just been seeing things. I don't know. I'm having nightmares of crits. That's the life of a Pokemon YouTuber, or just a battler in general. You have nightmares about crits. That's crazy. So we'll see what he wants to go into now. He's going to go out into the Arcanine. And we'll see, does he have the Intimidate? The rocks are going to hurt him, of course. That's why I wanted them up there. No Intimidate, so he's got the Flash Fire. That makes me believe that this is an offensive set. So we might be dealing with like a Crunch or a Flare Blitz coming up here to finish us off. Either way, he's going to outspeed. Let's just go for a Psyshock for damage. And he's going to Flare Blitz. He may very well be Choice Banded, so he might be locking himself into that move. No way we're going to survive that. Even being physically defensive, it doesn't work that way. No Life Orb or anything, so I'm thinking that might be Banded. Now, what do I want to go into? That is the question. I can go into Aerodactyl and try to set up here, but that might not be the best idea. I don't know, is it the best idea? Is it the best idea? I'm thinking it is. I know he still has that Feraligatr waiting in the wings to just destroy my life. And that's unfortunate. But I need to keep Galvantula around for that. I can't just come in and let him die. Even if it's to set up the Sticky Web. Because I really don't have anything else on my team that can take care of this Feraligatr. I don't think anything on my team one-shots it except for Galvantula. So I'm going to save it for now. And what we're going to do here is I'm thinking he's locked into the Flare Blitz. So what we are going to do... We're going to go for a Hone Claws. That might not... Now that I'm thinking about that, I already selected the move, but that might not have been the best idea. Feraligatr really just messes me up. That's what it comes down to. Like, you guys watched me lose, what was it, yesterday? To a Feraligatr, and I lose to them all the time. I just do. It's one of those Pokemon that has my number. There's not very many of them. Thundurus was one for a while. Togekiss has always been one. Feraligatr apparently is the new one. I never had problems dealing with it before, but it's just been destroying the teams that I've had lately, so maybe my team building skills are just bad now. There's the Hone Claws. We'll see the Flare Blitz in a second. So there it is. We'll see how much damage it does. It is a resisted hit, so we have that going for us. And it still does a good, like, 30% or so. And now it comes down to, do I want to Roost? I could just Roost stall him this entire time. That's kind of douchey, though. Kind of douchey, to be honest. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to Stone Edge. Because, you know, our accuracy has raised due to the Hone Claws. So my attacking moves, they're kind of strange. Stone Edge and Aqua Tail. I know most Aerodactyls like to carry the Earthquake. But I prefer the Aqua Tail just for a surprise factor. It has pretty decent coverage, too. In comes the Feraligatr now. I don't think we can survive an Aqua Jet at this point. But he's in a position where he basically has to try to kill me. Because he's going to be in a lot of trouble if he does not. So we're going to go for the Stone Edge. And make him kill me. We're actually going to outspeed, so he's not going for the Aqua Jet. He might have thought I was going to switch. He's going to Waterfall me, I guess, to ensure the kill. And that will definitely do just that. Aerodactyl's going down there. Oh, man, I feel like my voice is just going to crap out on me any second here. Ugh. And looking at what I have left here, I'm thinking that Seviper is going to be our best bet to send out at this point. I do have Flareon, and that obviously is kind of a bad choice because, you know, Aqua Jet is probably just going to be a one-hit KO. So let's go ahead and send out the Seviper. We should be able to go for Sludge Wave because I'm pretty sure that his last Pokemon is going to be Ursaring. So if that is the case, we're going to be in good shape here, and we have pretty much ensured the victory. He can go for the Aqua Jet. If he does carry it, we haven't seen it yet. But if he wants to do that, I don't think that's going to be a one-hit KO because he has not set up any Dragon Dances. He's just going to go for the Waterfall here. So the Sludge Wave is going to take out this Feraligatr, and I believe the Ursaring is coming out next. The good part about this is that he does not have any way to set up his, whatever his orb is going to be it the Flame Orb or the Toxic Orb. It's one of the two. Usually Ursaring's like to have Quick Feet or sometimes even Guts. So we'll see. If he's Quick Feet, he should outspeed, and he might be able to just take out this Viper. He's going to go for the Protect here to activate his orb, so I don't know. The Ursaring that I have does not carry Protect, so I actually haven't seen one carry Protect at all, so that's actually a pretty good idea to ensure that he gets the orb activated. And now if he's Quick Feet, we are as good as dead here. If he's Guts, we should outspeed, though. And we'll see what happens. We do outspeed, so it turns out that he is not Quick Feet. He is indeed the Guts. Sludge Wave gets a crit and takes out this Ursaring. I don't know if that crit mattered or not. It is Specs with Stab with the Sludge Wave. So not entirely positive about that, but that's going to be the match. It's a 3-0 in our favor. So I want to thank Blake for the match. I know he's been asking for a match for a while now, so I'm actually very happy that we were finally able to get around to getting this match done. We will have another one at some point. I have some other people that are asking for battles right now, so I'll go ahead and tend to that first. But when people want a rematch, I like to give it to them because everybody deserves a second chance or another crack at it or just another battle, you know, to beat me 2 times if they won the first time. Anyway, that's going to be it for this time, guys. So make sure you go check out Blake. I'll put his Twitter link in the description below, and I will see you all for the next battle. But until then, game on.